from the Love Six Studios. We got the YGB Fantasy Football League preseason power rankings here for you boys. I'm here with my co-host, Juan Heffrey. Juan, we're back to another season, and we're feeling good.
Feeling good, Kamish. I'm very excited. There's a lot of energy amongst the league. The draft room was electric. Just excited to get the season going.
A lot of trash talk, and he's waving around that Ticonderoga number 2 like it's nothing. And we're feeling good, boys. So we're going to get right into it. And out of respect, these power rankings are a collaborative unit, and there's a lot that go into this, as you know. But out of respect, you got to do what you got to do. And the defending champ right now is the first overall team, and as he should be, right? He's got a solid squad. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm how do I fucking share my screen again? Because I don't remember, but yeah, talk on a little bit while I figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, Gamma Photo. This is a legacy pick, defending champion. He kept it in house, the championship. We're happy to have him there. I mean, how can you not keep him on? He had a good draft. It's a good team. The guy knows how to win, so he deserves this number one spot.
Yeah, he's got a lot of studs. Josh Allen, Eckler, Connor's great RB2, CeeDee Lamb. I mean, he's got some depth in there, so you can only expect another great season of the Gamber Photo. While he's quiet in the chat, he's vicious on the waiver wire. So I'm sure he's going to make up some good pickups. And you really can't go wrong with having this guy at number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that does it for Gamber Photo at 1. Number 2, who do we have there, Geff? I
Number
believe
2, we have Menage a Trois.
Menage a Trois, who might need a new name after his running back is gone, but he got maybe the steal of the draft with Cooper Kupp at number 6. I think he had the 6th overall
I believe
pick.
It was 6. That's I can't believe he went that deep with Mick taking Jamar Chase early. So, I mean, another good GM makes moves. The draft, I feel like the draft came to him. He got his guy in Barkley, so we'll see how he does this year. But yeah, just another good GM, and he's going to get the respect he deserves in this early power ranks.
And a lot of solid wide receivers here, where he's got Waddle, a big playmaker, and Gabe Davis, and both of those guys, along with Cooper Kupp, obviously, where he's just taking over the PPR rankings. But yeah,
some
RB2,
options on his bench too. Yep.
He's living large with Ramondre Stevenson, so hopefully he can come through with a big season for him. And we'll scoot on down to number 3, Mr. El Dope Man. After a tough year last year, he's looking for a rebound season. Let's bring you up to the team. What are you thinking, Geff? Break me down.
I mean, in reality, this team is just good. It's just good. It was well drafted. There were a couple picks that people were questioning, not sexy picks. Brandon Cooks, Antonio Gibson. Cooks is a monster. Gibson's going to eat for 5 weeks, and we'll see after that. But this is a good team. This GM's looking for a bounce back year, 3-time champion. Yeah, he's just ready. He has the depth on the bench. So I like the team. I like how we drafted, and we'll see where it goes.
Definitely a solid team overall. Any statement on the CMC injury? Are you worried at all? I mean, it's this early in the season. We know it's just a scratch, but
I mean, it's insane. The people yapping away in the group chat about a minor little cut, any little thing to kind of nip at my heels. That's fine. Let the people have their fun, but
yep,
El Dope Man's gonna be fine.
After an injury-riddled year last year, you got to be sweating a bit, but obviously a solid team going into the season. So that's number 3. Number 4, we're going with Kamish himself. How do I get to my lineup? I guess I go over here. So Kamish, Geff, break it down. I mean, I feel like I had a solid draft. Obviously, everybody knows that my quarterback situation is not ideal, not big on Dak. So if you're open to trades, if you're opening to take on a Cowboy, let me know. I'm all ears. But everything down the line here, I mean, I got stacked running back situation. My wide receivers don't really get much better. Having Marquise Brown at your flex, he's going to go for banana points with an actual quarterback who can throw the fucking rock. Joshy Jacobs in the bench. I mean, come on, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're putting a lot of stock in ETN. I mean, a lot of the word is he's going to be a beast, but we just would like to see it. That Dak is going to hurt you, especially getting your guy Russ Bust snaked from you right there.
Yeah,
Judy, Adams. It's a good lineup, so we'll see.
Donna's a snake, and he's still not making a trade with me. He wants my top pick for his quarterback, so he's being the fucking cunt as is. And speaking of Dono, we got Shano ranked number five here. The Toledo shit heels. Break it down. Let's see what we
Yeah, I mean,
got.
I think he has the best. I think similar to last year, he has the best wide receiver, core in the league. But there's just some questions elsewhere throughout the lineup.
Yeah, a lot of questions. I think Damian Pierce is going to be a pretty solid running back for him, but as we kind of know with this general manager, you just don't know what to expect when he's making moves throughout the year. I feel like he always has a decent draft. He has a couple questionable picks here and there, but um, you just don't know what you're getting out of him. And to have him, his team being this highly ranked this early is got to be a
Mm-hmm.
confidence boost for him.
Definitely, for sure. I mean, it's like he has two Vikings in his starting lineup right now, so that's a little weird. Breaking news: George Kittle was not at practice today, so we'll see if he shows up for Week 1. I mean, he has Frymouth ready to go, but we'll see. This GM has his own rankings that none of us have seen before. So again, just a wild card.
Definitely comes from his own book he's got. And so we'll go into number 6. We have JB in the CFNs, Herbie Fully Loaded, aka Cody Schultz, a GM who makes some great moves throughout the year, and he's fully invested in the fantasy football. He's been talking about it since January, since last year,
Yeah,
once the season
yeah.
ended. Um,
Dude, he's been in all of our ears about the season, ready to rock. He's been planning his 12-13 pick. What's he gonna do? Running back, receiver, running back. He comes out with two solid running backs. But again, DeAndre Swift and those Lions, it's gonna be garbage time points for him unless they're actually a good team. So I hope that kind of stays for him. But it's a good team. I'll
and
give it
have
to him. It's a good team, well drafted.
Yep, and having Mike Williams as your wide receiver one. I mean, I guess you could go AJ Brown wide receiver one, but you know
Right,
that Mikey Williams will get you 40 points one game and 0 points the next. Just asked
right.
Gordon Bombay. Um, so yeah, solid team overall, and I think we probably could have flip flopped him and Shaner, but um,
Yeah,
that
probably a
that
coin
this
toss
this
right
tight end
there.
right
Yeah.
here, Cole Kmet. I'm not too sure about him. Is he any good? He's got Fields. He throwing the ball. Who knows? But he's going for
Yeah, I mean, I'll say
Njoku.
one thing. He went with the handcuffs draft strategy to bait any trades. So far, no one's biting. So I we'll see where he goes from here with that.
Yes, we will. So we got Cody number 6 there. Number 7, we're going with Gordon Bombay. And I think the expert paid dividends on this draft, but he's got
Couple early cues.
a couple early cues that look like they won't be ready for the season to start. So he may have to do some scrambling. And again, you don't know what you're going to get out of this guy when he's on a boat for half the year. Um,
Right.
but when he's drafting with his expert, he normally comes away pretty set. So we like this lineup a little bit, not a lot. JT, he had the first overall pick. Nick Chubb got
The other
a nice running
JT in
back
the
room.
6th round.
Oh yeah, other JT in the 6th round, which was a bananas move. We've been drafted for 10 years, the tenth year anniversary, and he comes away with a kicker in the 6th round.
Insane.
Nothing else needs to be said about that one, but we're here for it, Des. We almost outlawed kickers, but you're still here. All right, so that does number 7 with Dez, and we're gonna ride into KK Watt, number 8.
Yeah, I
Anything
mean
here?
KK Watts I mean he's putting his faith into some, big name running backs that haven't been so great the last few years. So that's my question mark with him. I had Kamara last year and it just wasn't what you were expecting out of him. Two Qs at the receiver. Michael Thomas is coming back for the first time in 2 years, maybe. Deontay Johnson, injury prone. He doesn't really have a quarterback. He is Trubisky, but we'll see. Love the Mark Andrews pick, but just another GM. You don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like he's so hungry to get back to the playoffs.
You could definitely tell the excitement in his face last night, and Marky Andrews in the 2nd round was definitely a surprise for many of us. And I feel the same way about Deontay Johnson with a different quarterback. It felt like Big Ben just kind of threw him the rock even when he wasn't open. So we'll see if
Mm-hmm.
he still gets the same volume and if these running backs have any tires left on their tread because they might be burnt toast. But he could just make a deal with Cody. He's great at doing that.
Oh yeah.
So there's Ken at number 8. We got number 9. Brucey's time to shine. A disappointing second place last year and another disappointing draft for Brucey's time to shine. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, I mean, you love Diggs, you love Mixon, but from there, it's is Waller the same as he once was? Probably not. With Adams there now, DJ Moore, he has Baker. You just don't know. I hate Juju, so I can't really say much about that. I think he's really putting a lot of stock in Hopkins coming back week 7 and being a big, push for his team. But it's a disappointing second place last year, and I think we saw that in the draft. I feel like he pushed a little bit on some things.
Definitely, and especially with Kyler Murray late in the season, you just don't know what you're going to get out of him. He'll be great for you early, but when it comes down to the grind time, he's playing too much COD, and he's not getting you the fantasy points. So we'll see if Brucey can get something going with Diggsy and Mixon. But besides that, pretty blah. Just seeing average points here.
Just a boring team, yeah.
Yeah, and D Hop, who knows when he comes back? He's on PEDs. So there goes Bucky at number 9. Number 10, we got the Ukraine train coming in hot. Where is Ukraine train? There he is. And as we know with Ukraine train, he's just a questionable decision maker. He's questioning himself left and right. He can't decide if he wants to swing or not. Can't decide who he wants to draft. I like the running back room he's got, but everything else is just meh. I don't see much on it. I mean, Amon Ra. I know he said he
Someone
loves him.
watched Hard Knocks,
I'm watching too much Hard Knocks. DJ Chark too. Yeah, I don't. Again, he can draft well. He can do what he wants, and I think he had an okay draft. But the decisions he makes throughout the season, the pickups that he makes, you're always second guessing what he's doing. You never know what he's going to bring, and it's always. I feel like it's always a wrong decision.
Yeah, he's made a few trades the last few years that just have not panned out in his favor, and that just hurts him. We all love Derrick Henry, but Aaron Jones, he's a good running back, but there's a lot of talk about AJ Dillon taking some snaps away. So we'll see. Pittman has Matt Ryan this year, so that's gonna feel like it's a little bit of a downfall for him. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see what Ukraine Train can do this season.
And speaking of a guy who likes to make some moves, we got we got Uncle Tony here at number 11. And listen,
the VP.
and VP has been talking big game on his roster, and he can't get enough of it. And I'm just not seeing eye to
personally, I
eye
don't
with him.
see it. I don't see it.
I don't see much. I mean, Scary Terry's got Carson, and obviously we know that Carson can't throw the ball too well. Cortland Sutton's so injury prone. I don't think he's played the last 2 seasons. Damian Harris getting taken over by Ramondre. Dalvin Cook injury prone. I guess what he's banking on his bets
Zero
is
depth either.
Patty Mahomes
Yeah.
and Kelsey. And
Gonna
who
have
knows if
combined
Kelsey
for
can stay
70
open.
each week. Yeah.
Yeah. Darnell Mooney, like what's that gonna do? I know he's a
I
speedster,
don't
but with
know.
that offense, it's
It's
gross.
travesty.
And he's taking Cordell Patterson, thinking he's gonna be the same guy as last year. I don't know. I'm just not seeing eye to eye with the guy. We
I'm
both are
not.
kind of
I
questioning
think
what
this.
he
I
did.
think. Yeah, I think he went into the draft with just the wrong game plan, and it just didn't work out, and it shows right here. His
Yeah,
work of art from the draft is showing, and it's not good.
a lot of the work needs to be done, and if there is one GM who likes to make the moves to get those pieces that he wants, because a guy who may not see or may not have the same notes written down as we have
Right.
makes
Right.
the
He's just
oddball moves, and sometimes they
right.
work out, sometimes they do, but other times it leaves you scratching your head.
Right.
So it does it with for Uncle Tony at 11, and number 12 we have a perennial bottom dweller, lives in the basement, sleeps with a catfish, can't get over the hump, can't do anything right. Team whore, Mick whore, and a lot of speed in these 1-2 wide receivers, but everything else. I mean, I guess Pitts too. I just
Just a bad draft. There's just not much to say about it. If he just took a running back at 4 instead of Jamar, he would have been such in a better position.
yeah. And some say that's a bit of a reach, and same with Pitts. Pitts was a bit of a reach. I don't know if it was a second or third round, but you can tell in his running back room there's nothing going there. I mean, Breece Hall, he's banking his bets on that guy, and Miles
A
Sanders
lot
is
of talk about him, but again, he's just unproven.
these guys. We just and hey, hand up, we could be wrong, we could be very wrong, but based off of this roster and based off of ESPN rankings, we are just we don't see what he was
I'm a
going
little
for.
dumbfounded in this team.
He's got what three wide receivers. He took Schultz and Pitts in the first 7 rounds, I think.
Tight ends, 3 tight ends, yeah.
Well, yeah, what did I say?
Higby
Wide
late,
receivers.
yeah.
And okay, he's got Kenny G as Sanders handcuffed, so he's got that going. But anyway, I mean, we know where this guy's going to finish. He's going to be between 9 and 12 in the rankings, at least. He'll probably finish with around 4 or 5 wins. It just doesn't matter what he does, even if these
5 if
players
he's lucky.
if
5's
he
generous.
if these players seem to play well, there's just not he doesn't have the luck on his side. Fantasy maybe, I don't know, maybe
Right. The
he's considering
history isn't in his
retirement.
favor.
Yeah. He's going to doctor
I mean, he
school.
has to make a move early if he wants to be competitive this season.
Sure does. And that wraps up the quickest power rankings, fellas. We're trying to keep it short and sweet this year. Geff, any final closing notes going into the season?
No, I'm just excited. Everyone, let's make it a fun season and play ball.
Play ball, fellas. We'll see you next week on the YGB Fantasy Football League Power Rankings.